We put together a few things here for you to think about as, hey, you're looking at, do we need to make our certificate management more robust by, still investing in the spreadsheets or a manual process, or do we need to look to evaluate and present a business case to look deeper into finding new tools, new ways of doing things? So the first thing is really to bring in an aid team. So chances are you've got multiple teams across your organization that manage these digital certificates. What we suggest is basically bring in that stakeholder from each of these teams so you can help understand what the current process and plan process of these use cases are. So again, somebody may be in charge of your internal CA, and then somebody may be in charge of any public CAs that are out there, right? Chances are a lot of that knowledge that you have there, you want to bring in that team to see how everything is stood up, what cases are you using for, and what areas can we build, cross-departmental teams to help make sure that we're building a certificate management process that's for the future. The next one is to share best practices. So you've got together, you've identified those people, learn from each other, attend your daily stand-up calls. Everyone's in a call these days that they probably aren't thrilled to be in. But you do get invited to some calls where you go, man, I was really happy I was in that conversation or have that insight, and figure out ways that you can understand that process that they're being a part of. So are these best practices that need to be shared across different business units? You may find that out. Or do we have a bigger problem that we need to solve? The other thing is to map out your PKI. So take the learnings, start mapping it out. Nothing is more powerful, in my opinion, is to write down and draw a picture of what's going on in your environment, whether it's just doing it on a piece of a napkin, doing a Visio workflow diagram, or even just doing it on the whiteboard. This helps you quickly identify the gaps and inefficiencies that are in your processes. You can even outline and detail how many steps it takes for a CSR, for example, or what are the areas of our business that we're not securing our certificates on? What tools are being used on the dev side that we need to make sure are still being issued from a security trust, right? And the last one is proposing a business plan. So at the end of the day, may realize, hey, we've got certificate management under control, or we have some major work ahead. So work to figure out, what things can we do in-house, what things can we look for outside people to help out with, and present that plan to your department to figure out if you can get a proposal in place to get from a level 1 or level 2 all the way to a level 5.
Yeah, and that's a good point about proposing the business plan, because the team that you use to do your certificate management is generally, highly skilled IT professionals who probably aren't exactly cheap, and their skills could probably be used doing something a little more interesting or beneficial to your business than just replacing certificates or tracking certificates when they're about to expire. But that's also a very important function to be sure you have in place, because you have to avoid the outages.